This is one of the longest running workshops in the Gregory Tall Company portfolio. It goes way, way back. And when it first began, it looks something like this, people. Now, take a look on screen right now, and I just want you to just kind of observe. This is the very first iteration of this presentation. And if you notice anything about this opening slide, just put it in the chat right now if you notice anything about it. This is it right now. So we began in, I don't know, sometime earlier in the 2000s. And what would happen is people would come into either the conference room space or they're coming into their workspace. And this slide is prominently displayed on the screen. Yeah, you all are good. Y'all see that? There are 2 typos on this slide. Now, believe it or not, this was actually intentional. This is meant to be part of an immersive learning experience. I had this on the slide because when people came in, I wanted to, one, observe how many people actually noticed there was a typo on the slide. But the second thing was I wanted to find out how many people in the room would actually say something to me. So they're coming in. It's before I'm starting the presentation. They're talking with me one-on-one. They have a chance to say, Greg, by the way, you could still fix this right now. You could still do it. And what was interesting to me over the course of doing this over a number of years was in most audiences, only half even noticed the errors to start with. So only half noticed. But then for the half that did notice, very few of them actually said anything to me about it. In most cases, I'd be lucky if one person kind of pulled me aside and said, Greg, by the way, I know you're about to go on right now, but just want to point out there's an error on your slide. And so today, as we get into the conversation, I want to think about our own experience. And I want you to pause for a moment and think about what if it were you? What if you're about to do a high visibility, high stakes presentation for your leadership team, your own team, a client, and there's an error someplace in your slide, but you've not started yet. And one of your coworkers notices there's an error on your opening slide. The question is, what do you want that person to do? And I'm going to launch a polling question right now in Zoom to allow you to vote anonymously. I want to show you what your polling results said from earlier. I asked you all at the beginning of today's webinar, if you had made an error during a presentation and it's before you're about to start and your coworker sees it, what would you want that person to do? Let me show you what you all said here. I'm going to launch these results right now. And there they are. Can you all see that? Now, I want you to pay attention to the percentage of you here live right now, who said, I would want this person to tell me immediately. Put that percentage right now in the Zoom chat. What percentage of you all here today said, if I made an error and one of my coworkers saw it and they had the chance to intervene and get me back on track, I'd want them to come and give me that constructive feedback? Yes, 100%. Now, to be honest with you, it's not always 100%, but I've never, ever done this workshop any place, any group of any size where the number has been less than 95% of people. And for the other 5%, they choose the second answer, which is, don't tell me right now because I'm like nervous before I go to the presentation, but like maybe later on, grab me and tell me. But what I'm getting at is people always want to know. So today, as we think about giving constructive feedback, here is the positive message I want to give you. We might feel some apprehension about it. We might be concerned, but more times than not, people really, really want the feedback, just like we all do right here, right now.